लोग मेरे से पूछते हैं, पर्टिकुलर मेरे पार्टमेंट, सर हमें बताइए जिदोका और पोकायोके में फर्क क्या है? क्या ये दोनों एक हैं? क्योंकि पर्पस तो दोनों का एक है, या क्वालिटी एट सोर्स। मैंने कहा बिल्कुल ठीक है, पर्पस दोनों का एक है, लेकिन ये दोनों एक नहीं हैं। जिदोका क्या है? दोनों ही जापानीज शब्द है, दोनों ही टोयोटा मोटर कॉर्पोरेशन से आए हैं, या तो फर्क क्या है? ओके, लेट मी टेक इनटू द हिस्ट्री ऑफ टोयोटा। ऑलमोस्ट 1920 की बात है, 1918, 1920, या अराउंड दैट पीरियड, Sakichi Toyoda was busy in building automatic looms. He got 84 patents registered against his name. Yeah? One of the concept he developed was Jidoka. This word is made of 3 Japanese words. What are they? J means self. Do is action. Ka is method or methodology. Self-action methodology. Means what? Machine takes decisions by itself. Machine is autonomous. The moment machine senses that there is a quality problem, it immediately stops itself. When Sakichi had developed this concept, what did he do? That time he didn't have sophisticated sensors like today. Optical sensors were not there. Electronic sensors were not there. What did he do? He developed simple mechanical devices. Thin brass strip. Yeah? He hanged over warp and weft. In Hindi we call it tana bana. The moment a thread broke, immediately the brass thin strip came down and electrical contact was made and motor stopped. Immediately machine stopped. Before this, one operator had to stand on the machine continuously observing for thread breakage. When this happened, there was no need for operator to stand. So what happened? Earlier, one operator used to handle one machine. Now one operator started handling more than 40 machines. That was the power of Jidoka. Machine became intelligent. The moment it noticed a defect, it stopped itself. Fine, that was about loom, the weaving machine, yeah, cloth. Okay. Next slide. Yeah, look at the next slide. You can see a photograph of Sakichi's loom. Fair enough. But Sakichi did not limit Jidoka here. Later, when his son Kiichiro established Toyota Motor Works, today is known as Toyota Motor Corporation, the concept of Jidoka continued, right? Okay. After that, CNC culture came. After 1980s, yeah, CNC culture came. What happened? These CNCs have advanced sensors, optical, electronic sensors, yeah? They are already intelligent. There is a concept of auto gauging. What to do now? Can we make them more autonomous? Definitely no. Machines have become already quite intelligent. So what do we do with Jidoka now? Yeah? What do we do with Jidoka? Will Jidoka continue? Yes, it will continue. All machines are not fully automatic. Certain machines are semi-automatic. Wherever the operations are semi-automatic or wherever the operations are operator dependent, Jidoka has a big role. Now, in such situations, a defect comes, operator has power, he is autonomous, he can stop the operation immediately, and andon will start, pom. Supervisor will rush to the spot, he'll fix the problem and he'll check the pieces, then the machine will be started once again, right? Fair enough. That is Jidoka today. Yeah? Its role continues. There are many operations today which are semi-automatic. yeah, or manual. Okay. Today, Jidoka is being used for non-CNC operations, very honestly. Yeah? Okay. What do we do then? Then, next, look at this diagram. Yeah? Maybe it will explain you the things properly. What is there? There's a coiling machine. There's a coil. Yeah? Coil is first being flattened. Blanks are being cut. The moment, yeah, blanks are being cut, the cut blanks are being stocked over a trolley. When the trolley is full, yeah, immediately a sensor senses, yes, the process stops. Operator will come, he'll remove this trolley, put on the trolley, restart the machine. Operator need not be there. That's Jidoka. Process is autonomous, right? Okay. Now, what is Poka-yoke? Once again, it's quality at source. Poka means error. Yokeru is to stop. From yokeru, we are to yoke, stopping the errors. Poka-yoke. This concept was developed by Dr. Shigeo Shingo. He was a consultant to Toyota Motor Corporation. He said, let's not allow the operator to make a mistake. Let's not allow the operator to make a mistake. See, look, Jidoka was born first. Jidoka was born around 1920. Yeah? Poka-yoke was born around 1960. So there's a good gap of 40 years. So we can say Jidoka is the father of Poka-yoke. Well, but in Poka-yoke, Dr. Shingo expanded the concept. He said there are multiple ways of error proofing. Could be elimination, could be replacement, prevention, mitigation, detection, facilitation, etc. Huh? What to do? Look, elimination. Eliminate the step which causes the error. Remove that step, eliminate. Yeah. Simplify the product. Do the part consolidation. Errors will not happen. Good. Next, replacement. Replace the step with error proof. If the manual operation is there, replace it with robotics. Good. Next, facilitation. Yeah. Through some visual control, etc. Staging tray, limited number of places, color coding. The process should be such. It should not allow the mistake to occur. This we call facilitation. Prevention. Yeah? Employ design techniques to make an error impossible. Now you take case of your computer USB, SIM card of your cell phone. You can put into the cell phone only in one way. Error is not possible. Yeah? It doesn't allow you to make mistake. Prevention. Okay, next. Detection. What is that? Error has happened. But the system identifies it quickly. We have certain self-test. You enter the wrong data, immediately pop-up appears, value not acceptable. And the software doesn't allow you to move further. Yeah? Detection. The system has detected there is a mistake. Fine. Mitigation. What is that? Minimize the impact of mistake. How? Put up a fuse. If there's an overload, yeah, electricity overload, the fuse blows away. Your facilities don't get damaged. That's called mitigation. Yeah? So 6 different ways. Now look, here's the one very basic example of prevention. Situation A, your blank can be placed here or there. Wrong punching can happen. But if there are 4 pins, guide pins are there, wrong placement cannot happen. That's a prevention. Computer peripherals, all those peripherals of your PC, they are all preventive type designs. Mistake cannot happen. Look, one more example. Mistake cannot happen. Yeah. mobile phone SIM, mistake cannot happen. My friends, that's the basic difference between Jidoka and Poka-yoke. See, Sakichi gave a concept. Those days, he said, it's better to stop the machine. Why? Raw material should not get damaged. It should be saved. No wastage of raw material, no wastage of power. Jidoka. Make the system autonomous. Good enough. But Dr. Shingo expanded this concept further. So essentially, these two are two separate techniques. Started with Jidoka, and there are multiple ways of Poka-yoke. So I thought through this video I should send the message across. Yeah? Thank you very much.